While we try to be as helpful as possible, this podcast should not be considered as professional or financial advice. It contains general information only, and you should seek out professional advice for your own personal circumstances before making any financial decisions.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. I'm Julia.
And I'm Nick.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Josh.
And this is the Enthusiast Lab.
Talk shit, get hit.
Well, welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Enthusiast Lab. Today we have special guests, Shannon and Josh, and that was
Shannon
right.
or Shan?
Shannon.
Shannon, yeah, okay.
No Shan here, guys.
Either, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Shazza.
And we are talking about their build journey.
100%.
So let's start off as we normally do with you guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. So,
I'm a bloke.
I'm a bloke.
so are you guys first or second home buyers?
We are second home buyers.
Yeah, awesome. And do you mind telling everyone what kind of jobs you're in?
I am a teacher, so I work full time.
Yeah, I work away. I do 2 and 2 off.
Awesome. FIFO
And what
work?
do you do?
Yeah.
And what do you do for FIFO?
I'm a fixed plant
Fixed man.
mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Gangster.
And you guys are building in Bullsbrook,
Yes.
Yeah.
and you're building the Indulgence design, yes?
Yes.
Awesome.
That she
Sorry.
really wanted.
That she really fucking
Yes,
wanted.
I really wanted. Yes.
So I guess let's jump into the build journey because you guys are quite early in the early stages. You haven't started construction yet.
No.
And you got your formal
Approval.
on
Yeah.
Monday,
Yes,
which
we
is super
did.
exciting.
Fucking awesome.
So you obviously signed up with Nick, and you signed up in June of 2023. By the time this episode comes out, I think it comes out next month, or maybe the month after. I'll let you guys know. And I think Nick mentioned that you guys just had your pre-start.
Yeah.
Yes, we're
Yeah,
pre-start
yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Do you guys want to talk us through your pre-start experience?
How the fuck did that go?
It was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was really good.
Compared to
I
The
mean,
first time?
it was different last time because last time we went to, they have the showroom there.
Yeah.
So we basically, I'd gone beforehand and picked a few things and then obviously picked most of the stuff on the day.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
here we had to go a few weeks ago when Josh was home, go to the tile shop and the carpet shop and pick that first.
Yep.
Yep.
Then see everything online, which I
Yep.
thought was really cool. When you
Yeah.
get your little 3D,
Yeah, little
like
3D,
house. It's
fucking
pretty.
Start moving around.
Pick all the different colours and things. And then we had Madeline at Levita and she was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It was
awesome.
really good.
Awesome.
And what kind of colour scheme did you guys? I'm so keen to see this when we get to construction. I'm so keen. What kind of colour scheme have you guys gone for?
It's very kind of like grey and white.
Okay,
Perfect.
awesome.
Pretty like simple.
Yeah,
Did
and
you
you-
And a lot of black stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, surely some black stuff.
candles,
Yeah.
black tapware, things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
awesome.
The cool stuff we couldn't choose last time.
Yeah.
Because it was all
Pretty much.
extras.
This time we're just like, bro, we're fucking going for it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Standard. Done.
So I guess what we're going to be looking at or comparing is your previous experience versus your experience so far now. And we'll probably end up having to get you back on once you have handed over and
Yep.
really compare apples to apples more or less. But let's start off by asking where, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Did you guys always want to build, or like after your first experience, was the first experience a good experience?
Yeah.
It was very overwhelming. Like,
The first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was just so much happening.
Yeah. We didn't really know what was happening. We obviously had a broker and all that kind of stuff, but I had to do a lot of messaging him, where are we up to, what's going on, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't find it like bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
or anything. We've heard a few people who've had delays and things like that, but we didn't really have
No, we
anything too bad and not.
we sort of got it at the right time before everything went to hell.
Bit before the whole
We've
shit
been
show.
in it-
So-
we've been in it about 4.5 years, so
It was only a 6-month build, so
Oh, laugh.
yeah, so that's when everything was sort of flying.
Yeah.
Just
Living the
before-
dream.
Yeah.
yeah, slab went down in September and we moved in April. So
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Fuck. That's
and
sick.
Yeah, it wasn't.
we
Didn't
didn't
take
have
long at all.
any. We didn't have any massive issues at PCI and things
Yeah.
like that. So we can't say we had a bad experience, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could have
this
been
one's just
better, but it wasn't
This one's
shit.
just been
I just felt
different.
the
Yeah.
finance situation was a lot harder.
The first time round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first time round
Mm,
was,
okay.
And
was
we
such
had
a
no idea what
process.
we were doing. At the end of it, Josh was like, next time we'll just go to the bank and do it ourselves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just
We won't have a
It's such
broker.
a-
We'll just go do it ourselves, deal with it. There's no like me messaging him messaging the bank, them getting back.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like
And at the
ring
time,
round.
at the time we were doing it, I was doing 4 and 2s out at Port Edmund.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So it was such a pain.
It was a lot of me sending forms to Josh, Josh printing them, sending them back, and then me sending them on again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because they would send things like 2 days after he left.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not home for 4 weeks now. So it was
Cool,
an effort.
cool.
So it was like printing stuff at work, sign it, rescan it, send it. Oh, it was just a hassle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
So you didn't have a bad building experience the first time around, and when you guys were thinking about getting your second home or building a second one, was there like hesitation to go build again, or did you look at establish first?
Established like at the current market, it's just ridiculous. Like to get something you would really want is just huge money. And then
We were always looking though. Like
Yeah, we're
always
always looking.
scrolling because Josh wanted the land.
I want
That's
land.
what we always wanted for like the big shed with the race cars and the caravan and everything. So we were always looking. I'd go to a few home opens, but on the big land, the houses are so small.
Yeah.
They'd need renovating or
Knock down.
I was just
rebuild?
not
Yeah, it's
happy. I'm
either-
like, I
it's
built
either-
this house and now you want me to move into this little shack
Yeah.
that we're
little
going to have to
shit,
put
yeah.
money into to renovate.
You'd either buy something cheaper and then it'd be a snotty house, or you
Yeah.
look at something brand new or something close to new, and it was just
In the
like,
millions
yeah,
or
Yeah.
in the millions.
way
and
out
it's
of our
just-
league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable, but it's just you got a massive, that massive debt over your head is
It just becomes excessive.
Oh,
And you're
it's
just like,
just-
fuck, is this actually worth it? And you just don't feel like that
No,
value
it's just
was there.
Yeah.
you start getting financial pressure. It's just not worth it.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck no.
Definitely. So you obviously chose to build a second time
Yeah.
around.
Yep, we did.
So how did you hear about Mr Enthusiast?
Well, it's funny because I've been looking at just everything, like everything that pops up on Facebook, and you just scroll it, and we were talking about it, and then obviously Nick's post came up on thing, and I'm like, oh, have a look at this, the big garage. And
yeah,
so I was
I've
just like-
seen this guy. Have a look at these houses.
At the time,
Okay.
we sort of got a block out in Gin, 2.5 acres and whatnot, but we're looking out there, and then this popped up, and then we're like, well, let's try this. Let's have a go at this and see what it's all about. So that's when we messaged, and then rest is history, I think. now.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
oath. Yeah, and that was actually something when we did catch up, we were talking about the gin, and we're like, look, man, without builders, they just won't go that far because trying to get trades. And you guys were having a couple of houses back then where the land was getting pushed further
Yeah,
and further.
I
out,
still
the
don't think it's titled. So
Yeah, it's,
Fuck.
yes, I don't think it's still titled. So
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
that's been a year now. So
That's fucked. Imagine that, you're paying a deposit and then a year later it's still not fucking ready. So like
Yeah.
it just holds you guys back and you're like, what the fuck am I doing this for?
and then it's just like I was doing some quotes and stuff, and just the money to get it going is just
Yeah.
I'm looking at $1 million.
Yeah. By the time we've done the block, all the site works and a
just-
decent
yeah.
house.
uh,
Yeah.
It's ready. Just not worth it.
Nah.
Not right now, anyway.
Nah, that's it.
And once you guys reached out to Nick and you kind of walked into the first appointment, a lot of everyone that kind of calls up Nick makes the comment that they expect this professional salesperson. And we have Nick.
Exhibit A.
So what was your first impression of meeting Nick?
I
It's no
remember.
holds barred. You've already signed up, so there's nothing that can change now. So go
I
for it.
remember just walking out of the meeting and go, he must really judge his people he's sitting in front of, because people would walk like the way you speak sometimes.
Yeah.
So you throw out your F-bombs and your C-bombs or whatever. I'm like, lots of people would not like that.
Nah.
But you obviously walk in and go, as soon as one said, oh, that's it, well, fuck it. We'll just,
Yeah.
We're
we're
on.
okay.
Yeah. That's and it's one of those things where sometimes I try and refrain a bit, depending obviously on who's coming in. But at the same time, it's just if it comes out, it comes out. Like I give zero fucks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I love it. It's real talk.
Yeah.
well, that's just like how we all are, man. It's just I didn't want to be some fucking fake fucking piece of shit that just walking in and do you know what I mean? Like this whole sleazy salesman bullshit. It's just, bro,
Yeah.
this is what it is. This is how I talk.
Bit of shit talk, bit of carry on. Yeah, love
That's
it.
it. Have a bit of a yarn and actually go through what's the issues and let's find the fucking solution. That's it.
Get to know your clients really,
Yeah.
because that's so important.
Well, they get so pushed back on how they react. So
Yeah.
it's good to be open, And then that's the feeling you get.
Yeah. And you don't swear around when kids are in the appointments and stuff.
Oh, I fucking do.
Oh.
Oh, I fucking yeah. Newborns, man, we're on.
Yeah.
Their first word when they learn to talk is gonna be fuck, or it's gonna be 100%.
Okay, my bad.
So put earmuffs on if you want to bring your
Yeah.
kids and shit. If you're worried about
No kids
that.
allowed.
Yeah, no
Set up
kids.
the volume on the TV.
That's it.
I'm losing my spot here. I'm so
Julie's losing all that shit.
frazzled today.
So let's actually talk while Julie tries to sort her shit out. Obviously, you guys are into the race cars, so give us a little bit more of a background about that.
Oh, I've been doing it for years. Started into go-karts when I was like 8.
Yep.
Then worked my way into like the junior sedan ranks in Speedway. And then that was like a 7-year career in juniors, and then
Yeah, wow.
stepped up into street stocks and been doing that for like 6 years now as well. So
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So basically into the speedway, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out in Kwinana and shit like that.
Oh, we don't race-
Or not?
in juniors we used to race Kwinana quite a bit, but
Okay.
in the other divisions not so much.
Okay.
It's all country racing.
Right.
So
right.
like out of Ellenbrook we do quite a bit out there. And then
Yep.
like Collie, Bunbury.
Yeah, true. So all out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
heaps
around.
of down
Yeah.
south stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
He
yeah.
went to Karratha a couple of months ago now and raced a big meeting up there.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. That was a wicked event, man.
Fuck yeah.
Just they had like 50 odd cars, and it's just such a different vibe up there. Everyone plays hard and works just as hard. So it's just
Yeah.
it's just a big party. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Are they? But they're not very like you sit there and they're like hell judgmental, like being fuckwards.
Nah,
like they're
man.
pretty open.
Yeah. Like
chill.
even with like if you got to bust a car, they pretty much
Everyone
you-
chips in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everyone
that's
comes to
awesome.
help.
It's like
and
That's amazing.
it's like a swarm of bees around your car. If something-
Yeah. Yeah, which is good rather than being small ways of judging and like trying to post on socials and be fuckwords. It's the complete opposite where everyone's trying to be hands on and help you out.
Because they're
get
so
back on
they're
track.
so grateful that you've travelled that far
Yeah.
to race at their track. So
Yeah.
they love it.
That's awesome. And that you don't get that very often in a lot of events, and especially like with racings and like you look at tennis and shit like that, it'll be a complete
Yeah.
different ball
Oh, yeah,
game. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like in so many sports.
Obviously, it can get heated some stage, but we all drink piss afterwards and
Yeah.
have a laugh. So
Yeah. Perfect.
we get over it.
Yeah, that's it.
all right,
Sweet.
everyone just looked at me.
Yeah.
Basically.
Did you find
Your
your
turn.
did you find
I
your spot,
am. I'm
Julia?
really enjoying the
Okay.
conversation. I'm just ping-ponging. I'm like, yeah, that's vibing. So jumping back, where you said that you were looking established a little bit, did you look at any other builders before coming to Nick?
To be honest, not really.
Nah,
It's sort of
I was
just,
sort of like, after
yeah.
our first build, let's not build again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously we put our deposit on Gin. So I was like, okay, we're going to build again, but it won't be anytime soon. There was no build time frame. So I was like, sweet, we'll just sit on what we've got, look around.
Take your
But
time.
yeah, take our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Now here we are.
Yeah.
Here's
Building
Nick.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well,
that's a very short answer.
well, and that's the thing. So, like, I don't know if we're going to go through it a bit later, but basically, the whole circumstance of how you guys actually got the ball rolling was, a bit of obviously we worked through with the finances, even though you didn't want to use a broker, we ended up chatting
Yeah,
with our
yeah.
broker. It was just more so that we can have a bit of a different scenario with a plan of attack, and obviously your situation was actually very unique, where as a second home buyer, you guys actually built quite a bit of equity in your
Yeah.
property. So rather than having to come in with an enormous deposit, we were actually able to utilize some of that equity that you guys have built over the last couple of years to actually, fund the new build. And once we've structured, here's the budget, here's what we're looking at, and, we're going to and from. And one of the big ones that you guys sat back down, you're like, Nick, we're happy to look into it, but we want to make sure that we sort out, the car loans and
Yeah.
everything first, and have the funds first before we go ahead with the new build. We're happy to wait a bit longer if it means that we get it done, because you guys, what is it? It's a patrol, isn't it?
No,
No.
200.
Cruiser.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking 200. Fuck me. They all look the same. They don't, but in the back,
setting yourself
shit,
up.
I'm about to say shit. It's just in the back of my mind. So basically what we ended up doing as a plan of attack was going, cool, we actually had enough in with savings and with the plan of attack that we had, pulled all the equity, cleared the loan off, went, refinance that, pull the cash out, fucking send it.
Yep.
And then we gave you guys that solution. You guys looked at it and went, yep, cool, we're fucking happy. We're happy with the repayments. You guys are still staying at your place at the moment?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So you guys are still staying there, build a new home, and then whether you want to fucking rent it out, sell it, whatever you want to do afterwards on the old place, obviously,
Yep.
and then move into the new one. When you guys were looking into the plan, obviously, Shannon was absolutely fucking obsessed with the indulgence.
I had a few that I really liked.
Yeah.
And you were trying to throw us, which one? The wingman.
The wingman.
Yeah.
And
Bang for buck.
Didn't have
Bang
enough,
for buck. Yeah.
Didn't have enough room for me.
Nah. But that's the thing. We were trying to stick with one. We're like, look, we can go a little bit more if we do this and this. And then you're like, this is the plan I want. I'm like, cool, done. Fuck it.
Yep.
That's what it's going to be. We have to make sure the other half is happy because Josh just wanted the big garage in the side.
Yeah, he wanted a garage. That was it.
Yep.
I just listened to your wants and needs
Uh-huh.
podcast, and I'm like, this is not a want.
This
It's a
is
need.
Nick,
This is
it's
a
a
need.
need.
That was my
Absolutely.
question. What were your wants and needs in the design?
Well, Josh obviously wanted the garage. I think that's why we ended up really going with Nick, because we weren't going to get our big shed that we wanted in Perth. So obviously we've compromised and got the big garage now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted the space for like maybe future kids or something like
I
that.
just want everything at my place.
Yeah, the caravan, the race car at the place. We've got a dog, so obviously a bit more backyard than what we've got now.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's a retriever.
Please send me photos.
But yeah, and that was pretty much it. Just something similar to what we've got, but obviously the space to have all his stuff here, more space for the dog, and not going too far away from where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And any inside requirements like bigger kitchen, bigger master?
Oh, she wanted a study, like somewhere
just
to put
wanted
her
like
junk.
We just wanted like an area, like a playroom that
Yes.
could potentially obviously be a playroom, but until then it's just somewhere we can put, washing inside. We have that at the moment, and obviously just stuff to store all my teaching stuff, because that's half the garage now as well.
Takes up a lot of space.
Because obviously you'd still, even though obviously you work at the fucking school, you still have to do some marking, shit like that from home and shit like that. So you need some space to be able to obviously drop all that shit off and do what you need.
And I've got lots of things at home. I've taught a few different year levels over the years. So obviously at the moment I'm teaching a higher year level. So obviously got lots of pre-primary stuff and toys and things at home.
Yeah.
So that's in the garage, in storage.
Yeah.
So somewhere for that to go.
Yeah, true. Those are the things no one really fucking thinks about. I
Exactly.
didn't fucking think about it.
Well, we had Devlin and Sam come on the pod,
Yeah.
and her like recommendation for anyone thinking of building is think about your storage, because you really don't think about where are you going to put your Christmas tree
Yep.
and stuff like that, like your Easter decorations, and like no one thinks about that kind of stuff until you move into your own home. You buy it and you're like,
You've got
where the
nowhere.
fuck do I put it now?
Well, we've got like boxes because like we do sometimes costume parties for like our birthdays, and we'll actually deck out the whole house with it. So like it'll be like a Halloween theme, and then we've done 1920s, and then we've done like full mafia spec and shit. But then you've got all that shit that you've just bought to deck out the house. Where the fuck do you pull it? You don't want to just throw it out.
Yeah.
You might be able to reuse it.
Yeah.
So then you just start stacking up in the garage.
Yeah.
Just keeps going.
And building a couple of years ago when you built your first home versus building now, there's obviously been a lot of changes in the market, in the building industry.
Yep.
Were there any fears that you had when you were looking at building again with Nick?
I think it was more just money.
Yep.
Like we've obviously got a mortgage at the moment. We had Josh's repayments on his car. Nick was coming out with these figures, and I'm just like, are you gonna send us broke before we even started?
Yeah.
It was like, and if we are looking to, have a family in the future and we do only have one income,
Can we actually
are
do
we going to
it?
be able
Yeah.
to survive? Are we going to be able to build? Because I had a friend who put deposit on land, and they were like, you're not going to be able to live in your house and build on this land. You won't be able to afford it. So that's what I was sort of like,
Freaking out.
can we
Yeah.
afford this?
Can we
And
do
he's
this?
just like, yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll be all good.
I was pretty cool about it, but the real thing that's crazy is the whole house package. Not without the land is what we paid for the first one. So that's
Well,
And
That's pretty
how much
mind-blowing.
price has gone up.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. That's really like it's still mind-boggling. So many people that we were building homes for 3-4 years ago. The average median house price in Perth was like 430, 450, and now you're in the fucking 600s.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck? Which is awesome because it opens opportunity for people that have got homes. Obviously, it's growing value, but at the same time, you're coming back into it going, fuck, man, like the house is worth the whole thing that we just did the whole mortgage for. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, so our house and land package was like 480 last time, and now it's like over 700. So it's a big jump.
And then the interest rate's going up. So like our repayment's going up already.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
Yeah. It's the difference in the market. We've got an episode coming up about how the building boom affected house prices and all that. And it's surreal to look at it and think about how quickly house prices went up in Western Australia.
Yep. Well, they weren't going to stay cheap forever. They've been quite low. Like, we were on par with like Sydney and Melbourne shit yonks ago, and then Sydney and Melbourne just fucking shot up and went stupid. And then we've just been stagnant, and then all of a sudden everything that's happened it just shot up. Shot up so quick. That's the problem. If it was gradual, like 20 grand a year over like 10 years, it's okay. But over 3 years, 200K difference, it's fucking enormous. And people's incomes haven't increased enough to be able to justify that huge increase, you know? But anyways.
And I know you guys haven't started construction yet, but what's been the key highlight of the administration phase so far?
I really like the online dashboard.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah. It's
Like,
hell different, eh?
Seeing, like, just being able to scroll through all the selections beforehand, and I'm like going to Josh, I'm like, look at all these things that are included, and then you get your little 3D
Little
model.
render, yes.
And I love going on and like seeing how we're progressing. So now I can see that like we're over halfway through pre-construction.
Yes.
Like it's nearly finished.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just really cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
The
And
progress bar is definitely a really cool
it's
one.
a big one. And then I think the one after, the tab after, actually shows like what's actually happened and the dates that it's all happened. So like, we've actually, we've lodged for water permits and this and this and this on these dates. And then when they get received, they get updated and it continues going on. And then you get another whole fucking just for construction, which is like another 100-point stage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I've really liked that.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's been such a different experience for sure. Everything now is all modernised. Everything's easy to. It's all platformed out really well. So
we didn't have anything like that before.
No. Everything before was just you got to pre-start at this time.
You got an email, great, your finances approved.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Cool.
Here's
the communication,
permit, here's your insurance.
The communication of it all was very little.
Yeah.
But in saying all that, it happened really quick. So there's a in or there sort of thing.
Yeah.
And most builders still use that system of just emailing you when something's happening rather than giving you a login with a dashboard.
Yeah. And some of them do have the dashboard, but they don't actually update it quick enough. So it still shows that you've just signed up or at contract stage, but you've got finance done pre-sale and settlement. You're like,
it's actually crazy. We were in pre-start yesterday.
Yep.
And we're going through all the alterations and whatnot. And then as we're going through the end of it, all the stuff that the alterations we did was already updated.
Yeah.
And done.
Some people had already started working on it, and she was like,
so
I
it's
can
just
already
like
give you some prices for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, no worries.
Done.
Yeah, that's really cool. And is there anything that you haven't liked so far?
Yeah, nothing. No, to be honest, not. It's
the cost. Fuck's
Yeah,
sakes,
yeah,
the cost.
yeah.
The cost when the broker came back and said, oh, we're going with a different bank, you need more money because
Yeah.
they're valuing the house at lower than what
Then what
we're paying for it.
Yeah.
And Josh was like, tell Nick to get his fucking pen and read the numbers. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty good.
It's been all right. Yeah, sweet.
Everything's been a breeze, really.
That's good.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll continue being that way. But that's why we're always there. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless what happens, if you've got issues, you just fucking message us and we'll just fucking get shit sorted.
Yeah, Steve's been a breeze.
He's a good egg.
Yeah.
He's a good egg, that bloke.
And we did pre-start yesterday, and that was awesome. We got little snacks and everything.
Little snacks. Did you have your little mimosa thing?
She goes, she's like, oh, are you hungry? We can bring you out a little snack plate. And Josh is like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to feed us, okay.
How good are those little lollies? Eh?
Oh,
every
so
time I do have the spare minute that I can actually attend one, I literally just start smashing the lollies off the client.
Nick's there for the food.
I'm there for food.
Absolutely.
And I guess my last question, which is there any advice that you could give to clients who are thinking of signing up, thinking of building? Any advice, words of wisdom? Because you guys have
Don't
built
do it.
before.
No, not
We're going to delete that.
I mean, there's no harm in like going and having a chat. I mean, that's what we did the first time. I was like, oh, well, we might as well go meet him, see what he's all about. Next minute, here's the plan. Here's how much it's going to cost. Let's meet and talk to the broker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was like when we first built, we were looking at everything. I'm like, there's no point going and looking until you know what you can.
Until you can afford
Until you
it.
know
I
what
was
you
just
can
about to
borrow
say
and what you can do.
that's
and
one thing I was very skeptical first time. I was, let's get this, let's get that, and we got reality checked pretty hard.
Yeah. Yep.
But there's no harm. Like it's an awesome experience. Like to do this, what we're doing, and it's just for new people, it's very exciting. I'm still excited now. And,
That's good. That's what you want to be. It's
like we're getting close to that slab stage now.
Yeah.
So it's getting.
Well, basically, we've got a couple more permits done. now that your pre-start's done, they'll do your final addenda and plans, get the last of the permits, insurances and shit, which is all happening at the moment. We're waiting for settlement, which is fucking moving along, and then we're on site.
Yep.
So it's
Just
happening.
like that.
Going to be seeing our mugs very soon doing a slab sign.
Yeah. Couple of beers. Yeah.
Fuck oath.
Yeah, you're going to have to get off your coffee and do the beers.
I was going to say, no, he likes his coffee. I listened to that today.
But sometimes I do bring out the beer.
I'll
Just
turn off the
depends.
machine.
Look, if it's a 9 o'clock slab signing, it's a bit early for a beer.
No, it's not.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, fuck. All right, you twist my arm. To be honest, I've been smashing these little fruit tingles at the moment. They're fucking real nice.
Yep.
Have you had them before? Have you tried them?
I don't think I've tried them, but
Well,
you guys have had them.
like actual in a can or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fruit
yeah,
tingle
yeah.
in a can.
Alcoholic.
Oh, didn't you even know?
No.
Alcoholic fruit tingles,
Yeah.
bro. And there's like sour blueberry
Oh,
flavor. Oh
stop
my,
it.
I know.
Sounds dangerous.
They are.
Yeah.
You go through a 4-pack real quick.
It sounds
Yeah.
like a headache in a can.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, they're still better than like a cruiser for me. Like cruiser's just too sweet. These are like that perfect in between.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cruise is still such a hit with all of our clients. Whenever we host an event,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
like,
they
I
just-
have to go and buy like 2 cartons of cruisers because everyone's a cruiser person.
Oh, well, they're
Yeah.
just easy to nail.
Yeah.
Good hydration.
Yeah, good hydration. Absolutely. What else? Is there anything else about your journey so far you want to fucking share about?
I don't think so.
No.
It's been pretty good. I love watching.
Yeah.
I love listening to your podcasts and like watching all your runs every week.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we'll be on that soon.
Fucking
Really, yeah.
oath. Fuck
Yeah.
oath. I've been wanting to. We've been waiting. Like, we smashed out so many fucking signs. The vehicle couldn't actually keep up, so we're just waiting on the back end for them to get the new signs, so we can go back out and actually smash more signs on. And what's pissing me off, and I'm gonna spread it out there because fucking there's developers out there as well. Sometimes I don't know if it's just salty fucking consultants or if it's just the council sometimes or what happens. We smash those signs in going, new home coming soon, so you guys can slap your sticker on. And then within like 2 days, they go missing. Just completely MIA. Like someone fucking pinches them. And it's fucking pissing me off because then, like imagine, for example, if you've been flat out for a week, I go hammer it in.
Yep.
And then within that week, I know
It's
I've taken
gone.
it. It's gone. And, Josh just flies back going, oh, fuck yeah, Nick's
go
gone. Put
look.
this up.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm just like, fuck's sakes. Now I have to go back and do another one, which I don't mind, but it's just.
Inconvenient.
Exactly, yeah. So
that-
we do see that. And especially in some suburbs, it happens more often than not.
I'm pretty
So-
sure our sold sticker got
Yeah, our
taken
salt
off.
sticker got taken off.
What?
Motherfucker.
Like
Yeah.
ripped off the.
Yeah, because we didn't. They gave us for the area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We,
And then
put
you
it on
gave us
the,
his.
we put it on the
On
little
the
lot
lot
sign that was
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
And then I took, who did I take up there?
Your mum?
No, my brother, I think.
I don't
When I
know.
took my brother up there, I was like, they've pulled our sticker off.
Oh.
It's not
And,
there
and there's
anymore.
just a yellow one now.
No.
Nah, there's not
Oh,
even a
there's-
yellow one. There was nothing on it. It was just the lot sign still.
Someone's actually. Wow, the salt. if I find out who that was, I'm gonna literally grab one, pull it across their fucking face, and just wrap them around in stickers. I'll get you guys another one, and we'll take photos.
Yeah, we could send you another sticker.
Fucking hell, there are some salty people out there, eh? Jesus
No,
Christ.
it's been happening for years though.
Yeah, I know, but it's still shit.
You're
Still-
just
'Cause we
as
didn't even-
salty as when the first one.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
nutshell.
my talking for me. No, I really appreciate you guys actually jumping on. It's cool to see different clients with different circumstances and how they got onto it all as well. So then people can actually understand, because there's quite a few. We're getting quite a few with like second-hand buyers and third-hand buyers going, can we actually do something with equity? I'm like, well, we've done it before. We just need to go and assess the equity and all that shit and figure out some plans of attack. So it's cool to see, like, you guys did your first, wasn't the best building experience, but it wasn't shit.
Yep.
And now
Yeah,
the
we're
second
just
time
different
just get it better.
different circumstances.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I wasn't working away when we first got the first
No.
house, so everything was.
Yeah, we got delayed because Josh he lost his job, and then he started somewhere and they didn't want to give him a letter to say he'd finished his probation. So then we were waiting, and that's all we were waiting for. And then he finally got that letter, and it was like, right, finance is approved, changed jobs, moved back to Perth, and
You just fucking do it.
yeah, so
Yeah.
finance was a bit of a nightmare to start with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess this time round, you guys know what you're looking for, because the
Yep.
first time, as a first home buyer, you're kind of blindly stumbling through the build process, kind of going, oh, I hope this happens and I
Yeah.
hope I'm doing the right thing.
100%. And there's things in the house where I just like, oh damn, we're stupid. Like we just some things don't match properly, and
Yeah.
Like even just as simple as like where the tap sits and where it hits in the basin is just ridiculous.
Small things that people don't think about, where you put your power plugs and your light switches.
We'd had a few people already say, make sure you put like power points in your hallway, like vacuum cleaner down the hallway and things. So we had plenty of power points and things, but just other things you move and you're like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now as second home buyers or builders, you kind of have a good understanding of what the process should look like and what you kind of enjoy out of a home, because most clients have rented a home or are coming out of their parents' home where everything's already been done.
Yeah.
And you kind of just make it work because it's a rental, it's your parents' home, so it doesn't really matter. But when you've built or bought your first home, you then notice the cracks that you should have done the first time around or things that you'd want to change.
Yeah.
So you're definitely coming in like eyes wide open
and going, all right, cool, this is the shit that we need to make sure that we tackled straight up.
We sort of left pre-start yesterday and Josh was like, I bet you that was the quickest pre-start. Like, we're still there obviously for a few hours.
Yeah.
But he goes, I bet you that was the easiest one. She's done. I said, we just kind of knew what we wanted. Like, it was stuff that we didn't get the chance to get last time.
Yeah.
So when we built last time, the black accessories were just coming in, but
So
they
it's all
weren't in the
upgrade.
upgraded range. So where I could get a black tap, I couldn't get a black square shower head. I was like, well, I can't have black and chrome, so it was chrome no matter what.
Yeah.
we did the same thing.
But even again, like everything's all online. You can see it firsthand.
Yeah.
And then it's just like where we did it first time was a massive showroom. So you're just stumbling through a showroom looking at, oh my
huge.
God, look at all this shit.
And you're like, oh my God, this, and then all of a sudden it's like a 50 grand fucking pre-sub. You're like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Where, like,
Then it's like, oh, you can't have that. That's an extra half.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
We walked into like the carpet place. We were like, this is kind of what we've got now. Josh was like, nah, I want this. This looks better. Done.
Yeah.
Literally picked it up, took it to the lady. She was like, oh, you've decided already. Yep, that's it, that one.
Done.
Yeah.
That's it.
And same with the tiles. They showed us, this is standard, this is your extras. He picked out a feature tile that I was like, okay, you like that? No worries.
You sure?
Yeah, it's even like we've changed heaps from going like our house is pretty plain Jane basic. Like there's nothing special about it.
Bathrooms are white tiles.
Yeah,
And he pulls out this checker grey feature tile, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
and he's like, you don't like it? I'm going, I just didn't see you picking a feature tile.
like,
I didn't expect it at all.
It's just such a different experience. Like we never went to a tile place to go check tiles out. Like bloody hell. Like it was just this is what you had and pick whatever you want.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
in your little sample that's this big.
Yeah.
And good luck seeing
what
it looks like in a big thing.
Exactly.
This is the colour. What do you want?
Yeah, and that's a really hard one where like they give you little small samples, but then you've got an entire double shower or a whole ensuite to go, is that going to look okay? Because the grain looks great here, but what happens when you're going over 3 meters?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It just becomes
such
a
a
shit.
I
different
spent
aspect.
ages. I went to the showroom like beforehand, picked a little sample and went round to the display homes to see it in a big bench top and with those coloured cabinets. So you could kind of see it together.
Did you do the that whole interior designer experience beforehand? How did you find that? Good?
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah?
Yep. She sort of just went through more of like the external, a lot of the external colours and was like, these kind of go together. This sort of matches and things like that. And then we did a little bit of the interior.
Yeah, sweet. And then just went from there.
Yeah, she was sort of, gave a couple of recommendations on carpets. Like this is more robust. This one's more of your fluffy. I was like, yeah, this is what we've got now. You can, like it's worn down in our bedroom and things.
Yeah.
She's like, this one's probably
you can
better.
see the foot traffic.
Yeah.
So yeah, gave us a good few like little tips and things.
Oh, that's awesome. It's good. It's good to hear some of the feedback, and like at the end of the day, that way you can we know what to focus on and what not to focus on that can work and help people with decisions. But 100%, because from what I'm aware of, what Levita do with that, the 3D model, they're one of the only builders in WA that do not just the outside, but they've got the kitchen that you would have done and the bathroom as well, which is very handy. Very handy. It's like, it's not exact, but at least just going, how the fuck is a grey bench top with white fucking cabinets and a black tap? How is that going to look?
What's it going to look like? Yeah,
exactly.
And it was a bit different. Like she pulled out a few of the external brick colours yesterday, and we were like, that's complete, because we looked at it on the 3D model and it looks kind of white. So we were like, nah, that's not a go. And then in person we were like, oh, we actually kind of like it. So that's what we picked. But it's completely different on the thing sometimes. But yeah, the interior designer did recommend, she was like, go to Bunnings, get some of the colour swatches that you like the colours of and match them up and see what they look like.
No, that's awesome. It's just good to hear, like, especially someone that's just had pre-start, like what your your thoughts are about it all. So no, killer.
Yeah, we loved it.
Good.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add or talk about?
I don't think so.
Well, what we do? How big was the block that we got used?
576 or something.
576. So
Oh, shit.
18 by 32.
Fucking hell.
And we did basically, the plan of attack was we did a quad garage indulgence, and then we basically did side access so you can actually fit the fucking caravan. and
Yeah,
shit
that
like
was massive, man.
Yeah, so between the garage and the fence, it's about 3 meters.
Yep.
And then once the garage finishes, there's about 4.5 or something.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Something like that.
That's
and then
bang
about
on.
4.5 out the back, like
Yep.
between the house and the
Yeah.
fence. So
Yep.
we've got a fairly
Plenty.
decent backyard for the dog to run
Yeah.
laps.
100%.
Yeah.
All the zoomies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's
that's
got
it.
nothing at the moment. It's pretty
Yeah.
much 2 steps and you're on the fence.
Bless them.
Now you can go fucking do cartwheels, man.
Yeah.
Start making
He'll
them
love
do
it.
More
cartwheels.
shit to dig
Yeah,
up.
more grass to dig up.
No, sweet. I think that's basically for
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I think that's all my questions were answered.
Thank you
We
for
zoomed through them.
coming. Thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you for coming and jumping on. Like it's awesome to fucking see the different circumstances and experiences, especially to be able to actually compare how your first time went versus the second time and how you tackle it all.
Yeah.
And definitely going to have to get you back onto the pod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Follow up. We'll have to do
'cause
version
back.
2.0.
You guys are our first clients who have come onto the pod that are second home builders.
Yep.
And the only clients so far who've come on that haven't started construction. So
Yep.
all the clients that we've spoken to so far kind of skim over the administration process because it's so long ago and all the
Yep.
exciting building process has started or finished even. So it's really cool to go a little bit more in depth into
Yeah.
pre-start and how the administration process has been for you guys. And then we'll touch base again in, I don't know, whatever, and get you back on and talk about how the construction process
Well,
has gone.
hopefully by the time this comes out, probably the slab's been put
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Well, where are we now? End of
It's the end of
End of
August.
End of
August.
August, probably.
October.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I'll be aiming for.
Yeah.
I've got my podcast like
Technically speaking, we've got 3 weeks from Monday when we got formal for settlement, and within that time, we're still getting the final of everything. So as long as you guys, once your final plans and addenda comes in, you're happy with it all, tick it all off, that's the final portion from your end that you guys need to do, and then basically we should be moving
Done.
towards that.
Yeah,
real
this
quick.
is
That's
being
getting
released on the
excited.
28th of September. So we are recording a month
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because we know there are certain weeks we can't record. So
No.
we definitely record in advance and getting clients on.
And
Originally
trying
was
to time
quite
it as
difficult.
well. And trying to time it as well.
Yeah.
Because like yourselves, like with FIFO, it's so fucking hard to try and time it. Then
Yeah.
going, I'm actually feeling like, bro, we're fucking booked out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Try the
time.
next one. Yeah, and then it's
Yeah,
like
the next
another 3
couple
weeks.
of next couple of swings are
Yeah.
pretty flat out.
And
Nah,
it
it's
takes
good.
time to not only record the episode, but then like all of this, like the camera stuff and all the audio
Yep,
goes
editing,
to Ryan, and
yep.
Ryan has to do all the editing, and that takes
Poor
a
bloke.
while.
Yeah. Poor bloke.
fucker.
He's got the he's got the shit job.
I get
He
emails.
he got the short end of the stick. That's what he did.
I get emails at 2 a.m. Guys, it's finished. I'm like, Ryan, I'm so sorry. So we give him a lot more time to do the edits rather than like
Yeah.
4 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
When you had the formal, just one last question. When you had formal on Monday, did you have a bit of a sigh of relief knowing, fuck, it's happening?
Yes.
100%.
So it's just been like waiting. So before we got formal approvals, we obviously had to refinance
Yes.
our place to pull all the fees for Bullsbrook and
Yep.
the car and all that. So there was a bit of mess around, like waiting for our bank to close accounts so that they weren't in our names and things like that. And then Steve messaged, he was like, there's still an account showing open. So then it's like calling the bank being like, can you close this? Can you
Yeah,
send us
sort
the
shit
letter?
out.
Can you wait
Yeah.
for this?
Yes.
And then it finally all got sent through, and then he's going, oh, they want a copy of Josh's contract.
Yep.
And I'll send
I was
that.
like
but then
20
I'm
pay
obviously
slips later. Jesus,
Yeah.
it's
it's
just
all the
stuff
same.
that I don't have on hand. So obviously I'm at work.
Yeah.
So it's like go
Yes.
home, find it, send it. But then obviously it's like after 4 o'clock, business hours kind of over.
Yeah.
Send it back. Then he's like, oh, they just want, because he's just had another pay rise. So it's like, I'll
Then you
send
need
that,
confirmation.
send that.
Yeah.
And then, there's another day because he'll email me, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like,
Yep.
well, you'll have to wait till I get home from work.
Yeah.
I can't do it now.
Yeah,
so there
yeah.
goes like another day.
Yeah.
And then I'm going, hopefully some. And then it was like last week, I said, let me know if you'll need anything else. He's like, hopefully that's it. And then it
Yes.
came through on Monday and he messaged and I'm like, thank you. Finally, and I'm going, they're going to come back and not approve it. They're going to be like, nah, these people don't earn enough for that.
Yeah.
They're going to say no, and we would have done all this work.
I've been on easy street
Yeah.
over here.
Mate, you just fucking work, come back. Hey,
Yeah.
how's it going? No
I just-
update? Cool, no worries.
Yeah, I just fuck
that's
off for 2
He
weeks
waits
and don't
for
worry
the
about it.
emails.
Oh
Nah,
yeah, get an
awesome.
email. I need a pay slip. Oh yeah, fall that
Yeah,
off.
he forwards me the pay slips and he goes, what now? I've already sent him like 4. And I'm going, yeah, but that was for the other bank. Now this bank needs updated ones because that was
Yes.
4 months ago. He goes, I get a salary. Like, this is what I earn every week. I'm like,
It doesn't change.
the bank doesn't. I get the same every week too, but
Yeah.
the bank just wants an updated one just in case.
Yeah.
yeah, I
But-
got made redundant. Yeah.
Yeah.
literally. It's small shit, but we just got to work, and they keep changing policies. That's
It's
the biggest
crazy,
issue.
man.
But
Yeah.
we got there.
It's a
got
never-ending
it approved
process.
though.
Yeah.
Thank fuck. So
Yeah, but like
Very
again,
exciting.
Steve's been a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything's pretty much online.
been-
So that was approved. And then literally yesterday got the documents from the bank online, DocuSign, send. Where before it was like they'd post
Physical
them.
sign.
Yeah.
He'd
all
have
that.
to be home. There's a
Yeah.
couple of things we've obviously got to get witnessed, but it's like I've got plenty of teacher friends, so that's
Yeah, so
Easy
you get it
done.
done. In, out, off you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good to go, yeah.
Killer.
Well, let's plug.
Yes.
You guys have an Instagram build page.
we do. Yes,
So let's plug that one, which
it's
is,
our second home 523.
yep. And we'll put it up for anyone at YouTube. We'll put it up in like the video somewhere between all of us.
A little thingamajig. Yep. A little thingamajig.
And anywhere else that you want to plug?
Anything else? No. No.
Nope. Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Cool. No,
Then
sweet.
let's plug Mr Enthusiast. You
Cool.
can find us on
Facebook, Insta, TikTok, YouTube, Google,
Spotify.
Apple.
Spotify. Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Jesus. Fuck, I forgot a few.
And guys, please leave a rating or review if you can. It really helps us in the back end. And give Shannon and Josh a follow on Instagram. Watch
Fucking
their
oath.
build journey. By the time this comes out, hopefully Slab would have gone
Yeah, a
down.
bit
So
more,
Yeah,
bit more
hopefully.
things coming out now.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can start seeing
Starts
the whole
moving.
journey.
It'll start moving now. So
Yeah.
really excited.
And if you guys like this episode, or let us know what you liked about this episode. If you want to see more of these, let us know because we're always trying to get clients on.
Yeah. Just message us for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. Just for the feedback, it's good. 'Cause like we did, the Life of Mr Enthusiast, which was people that are listening to us going, hey, we want to know about what the goal is. Hey, we want to see more client journeys, and we want to see different ones. We're like, cool, fucking keep them coming.
Yeah, and guys, thank you so much for coming onto the pod.
Fucking
Okay.
legends.
No, it's been
Fucking
awesome.
legends.
I messaged Nick and I was like, hit us up if you ever want, because the couple that I'd listened to were like a couple of guys broken up with their missus and they were like single and still building. And I was like, well, if you want someone who, we are a couple, so
Yeah.
it is a little bit more achievable sometimes for
Couples,
two incomes.
Yes.
But we are a second build, so something
Let
a bit
us know.
different, using the house as equity rather than having to come in with a big ass
Biggest deposit and
deposit
shit.
and things
Yeah.
or waiting to save,
Yep.
which we had to do last time.
100%. And I was just like, bro, you're on.
Yeah.
Get
Here's
in
some
there.
dates.
Yeah. And then we smashed it onto Instagram, and everyone was like, holy fuck, yes, we want to see this.
I said to Josh, I was like, look, the people have spoken. They want us on.
Yes.
So yeah, we really
Perfect.
do appreciate it. It's awesome to get different clients from different walks of life on. It's, gives the listeners, and as you guys are listeners,
Yeah.
it's nice to hear something different and from, different
Nah,
clientele,
awesome.
I guess, yeah.
100%.
And yeah, just remember, guys,
We're not here.
To fuck spiders.
Yeah.
bye.